Hi guys, well welcome back to Allotment Diggers. It's not so warm out here today. It's the 3rd of March and early last week it was absolutely fantastic. In fact, I did a tour last week and I would have done a tour today and show you what it looks like today, but last week was absolutely something. It was something special last week. It was a gorgeous weather, 20 degrees. You wouldn't have believed how warm it was. Although everyone knows we had a bit of an heat wave in February. Yeah, I've got a few surprises on the tour, so I thought we might show this video rather than show you a later update of what the plot looks like. So this is what the plot looked like. I think it was about the 24th, 25th we did the video. So watch what turns up on the video.
We've got a south-southeasterly wind blowing today, but it's about 15, 16 degrees here down on the allotments. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know what the camera, how it's going to work in the light. This side might not be too bad, but it's the other side. Some hard standings there, beautiful little flowers. A lot of crocuses in these beds. The things what you see in the centre, a load of tulips. There's daffodils in there as well. Oh, you know what these are? These are lilies. Lily, I know that one, that's definitely a lily. So there's lilies in here, there's a whole host of things in here. Some little snowdrops down there, and you can see what are coming up now in the buckets of the tulips. More tulips coming up here. Bloody cat walked straight across my bed. See that, it's gone like unbelievable. But you can see all the buckets coming to life now with all the some beautiful plants in here. That particular bucket there's got some fantastic tulips in it. Swinging round, a few tulips coming up along here. The daffodils have gone a bit crazy here. Daffodils everywhere. However, the tulips are starting to come up now, and you can see there's more coming up as some are just breaking the surface, and yeah, they look absolutely beautiful. Again, these are, I forget what these ones are. They're not tat-the-tat. Oh my god, a bloody butterfly, a red admiral. Is it a red admiral? Can't really make it out, and it's the wrong way. It's basking in the sun. It's either a red admiral or a peacock. Not peacock, yeah, peacock. Yeah, it's just hang on, see if I can spook it. Get a quick look at it. Yep, it's a red admiral. There it is. Oh, it's gone. Bugger. Absolutely incredible. February, guys. February. Bloody butterflies are out. Oh, there's another butterfly. Another one. Oh, it's just landed on me. Is that it's a small speckled wood, that's buggered off. What's going on here with the weather, guys? Butterflies and everything are out. But yeah, anyway, that took me by surprise. That, seeing two different types of butterflies then. Down here we've got some tat-the-tat daffodils, a little dwarf daffodil. First of the tulips have come up here, but there's loads of tulips all coming up in the beds, and these lupins have managed to survive, so we're going to leave them alone. I was expecting to take them all out, but they beat me this year, so we're going to leave them. Again, tulips all the way along here, in these beds full of tulips and daffodils. A lot of tall narcissus along here. Again, we've got these hard standings. There's all sorts of tulips in these, all coming up now. Crocuses are sort of dying back. More crocuses down here. There's a whole host of different flowers starting to come up here. These crocuses are starting to go over now. The snowdrops, there's absolutely hundreds of snowdrops. They're starting to fade now. We've got a beautiful smothering of snowdrops underneath the orchards. It's very difficult to see in this light. Anyway, Let's move on down to the back of the plot. Yeah, you can see they've all died back now. But there's more. I mean, there's loads of them along here. The bed's bloody fox climbing it, walking across that one. We're going to be putting some garlic. I'm not too sure this bed, that bed or that bed yet. We got that elephant garlic's doing really well there. A few Swedes and beetroot there, a few onions and shallots over there. There, my girls. This is my new shed. I've got to tidy the front of it up yet. I've not really done anything with it. Just not even put a lock on the door properly. But as you can see, one of the lads, Gavin, brought this and he dumped it in the community room for anyone who wanted it, and it's been there for like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Anyway, I thought it'll look pretty smart in here. That's a chair from home. Mike brought some of these big boards here. He's got about 4 or 5 of them, and he says, yeah, I could take one. So I'm going to be writing down on it what we want and what we're going to be doing. I'm going to put a couple of lights in here, and hopefully not much else, and just use it as my office. It's like I said, I'm going to put a lock on the door. Just got this thing here stuck in at the moment. My rhubarb's coming up well here. I've not put the water tank on the shed, on done the gutters yet, but I did change that horseshoe so it's facing the right way, and it's not bad luck. Although I need to secure it better, because I reckon if I keep going in and out that shed, that's going to fall and hit me on the head. So there won't be much luck there, would there? Anyway, let's move on to the other side. Now, sometime in the week we're going to be working on this bed here, and we're going to be working on this bed here. Now, inside this bed, underneath that black tarp, is a load of dahlias. So what I might do is take the dahlias and stick them at the end here for the time being, and then all them potato buckets, I've got to sort them all out. Just make sure there's no potatoes in the buckets, and I'm going to be spreading it across this bed here, tidying all this area up. You can see me, see the shadow of me. Anyway, if I get this side here, it's better here because there's no shadow. I'm not casting the shadow. This bed's ready to go. We've sorted this bed and that bed over there. This bed's full of celeriac and onions. I need to get in there and tidy them up, and I do need to trim around the pond there. That should just break. It's all desiccated. It's lemon balm. In fact, it won't be long before we start seeing frogs in the pond. Have a quick look. Oh Jesus! Oh, sorry about the language, guys. Got frog spawn in the pond. It's February. What the hell's going on? Oh, got frog spawn. Hey, look at this. Frog spawn in the pond. This is absolute. Yeah, this is. See it here? Yeah, look at that. Wibbly wobbly. There must be a few frogs in here. I'm gonna have to be careful. But I'm going to trim this shortly. You can see all the new growth ready to come through there. Who would have believed frog spawn? Yeah, it's usually around about March, April sort of time. Yeah, it's definitely, it's a peculiar year this year. Oh, I need to sort that out there. That's an opener for my greenhouse, for our kids' greenhouse eventually. But frog spawn. So we've seen frog spawn and we've seen butterflies. Crazy. Here's me snowdrops. In fact, they don't look too bad actually. From this side you couldn't really make them out in the light, but you can see they're starting to die back now. They don't last forever. You probably get about a week and a half, 2 weeks out of them, and then these are all rot back into the wood chip and you won't know they're there, and then come next year they'll come again. But there's some daffodils going right down the spine of this, underneath the trees here. We've even got crocuses in this where this blueberry is here. I need to sort that out as well. That's a job I need to sort. Coming along here to the rhubarb. I mean, the rhubarb's doing absolutely fantastically. We've got splashings of daffodils, there's tulips, there must be 3 rows of tulips all the way around this bed. There's Bill there with his wood chip. He dropped a load of wood chip at the allotment, at the top of the allotment, so he's got to walk from that end all the way to that end. I think he's done about 6 trips already. And he is. He's in his 70s as well, that'll keep him fit doing that. Anyway, moving on down here. We got some more daffodils, there's tulips there, there's tulips all the way along here. They'll start coming up in a bit. And we start seeing buds on these. Again, there's nothing really of consequence in this bed because they're all summer bulbs in here. And you've got dahlias there. And all the way around the outside we've got gladiolas. These are the raspberry canes. These are currants, red and white currants. Nothing in that bed over there as yet. Here's another bit of a display. Looks awesome as well. And this is only the very start of this this planter. You got small tat-to-tat daffodils, you got crocuses there, you got tulips just in that bunch alone, and you got it mirrored in all the corners, right in the centre, and all the way around the edges. You got must be 100 tulips, and that clump in the middle will look absolutely awesome very shortly. It'd be a fantastic display in here. This is only the start of it. Bloody big bumblebee there, I bet you could ride on its back, it's that big. It's falling all over, hang on, I can't really show you, get a closer look at it. But yeah, it's a beautiful bed. As you can see, south westerly wind blowing there. I should put my umbrella up today, it's that lovely. But yeah, that's what the plot's looking like, guys, at the end of February. So we're seeing butterflies and frogs. Oh, little dunnet over there. We've actually seen birds going into the nest boxes up there as well, in that one, but not that one, it's too high that. I think I'm going to have to bring it down. That's going to be a job, reducing it in size. But we'll do it. They seem to like that sort of height there, so anyway. That's what the plot looks like. Tell me how your flowers are coming along. Mine are doing wonderful, as you can see. So, did you see the red admirals there and the speckled woods? Couldn't believe it when I saw them. Bloody butterflies. February. Absolute mad. And then we get round to the pond and we got frog spawn in the pond. Unbelievable. Now we know the weather's going to take a dive. We'll probably end up with a foot of snow. We'll get back down to freezing very soon. We're not out of the woods yet. I think March the 20th or something like that's our first day of spring. But you know, we've had snow here in Salford up until February, almost June. So it changes every year. No 2 years are the same. We had a drought last year. We had for the first part of it we had freezing weather, the coldest winter we've had in a long time. Then we had a drought in the summer. What it's going to be like this year I don't know, but the year before that we were a complete washout. And anyway, we just have to wait and see what happens. Hopefully we'll get a decent weather this year. Yeah, the frogs what have spawned in the pond, what I will do is put some bubble wrap or something like that over them, just to stop the water from freezing and the temperatures plummet.
give the frogs a chance. It's because of all the frogs that I don't have many slugs on my plot. They're everywhere. I mean, they're in the greenhouse there. I've got a little bit of a pool down here where they jump in, and they'll probably end up spawning in that pond. And what I'll do is I'll take them out, the spawn out of here, and put it in the pond. So, you know, but the greenhouse here, I'm going to be clearing this side of the greenhouse to start some spuds very shortly. I turned up on the plot yesterday and someone had dropped 5 bags of this Livingston's multi-purpose compost. Let me show you.
I've just come down on my plot and found these here on my table. You know, some people, they won't take no for an answer. When I do jobs and do help them, I don't want anything in return, and this is what I'm confronted with. The chips, however, I've just bought them. But yeah, just come down. I don't know who's done it. I've got an idea though. Go and shout at him when I see him. I don't know. Well, certainly don't need compost this year. It's at Levingston's as well. It's pretty good stuff, this, you know. Unbelievable. I've got to tell people, I tell them all the time, never buy me anything, I don't need any favours, and that's what I've come down to see. Unbelievable. And he won't own up if he has done it as well, the person who I think it is. I don't know.
Anyway, I found the perpetrator and I told him off. I said, what you go and buy me this for? He said, I owed you. Owe me nothing. Anyway, we're going to be using this multi-purpose Livingston's to do the spuds in, believe it or not. So I've got my spuds all chitting away. We will get the buckets in here next week, and I'll show you me doing that. Starting them off in the buckets in the greenhouse. We all know St Patrick's Day is the day we all put spuds in. All depends on the weather, weather dependent. But I'm not going to be going tons of spuds this year. We're just going to grow a few varieties, about 6 varieties that I've got, and that way we've got more space to grow over things. Anyway, moving on. Well, speaking of moving on, we've been moving a friend of mine, moving another greenhouse, only a 6x6. There was no glass. It was that what's in this greenhouse here, twin wall polycarbonate. That's what was holding it together. So we just picked it up, one in each corner. We walked it over to my mate John's plot, and that's another greenhouse we've been moving. In fact, let me show you the greenhouse in question. So this is the greenhouse we moved yesterday. There was me, Bill, John and Johnny. We all grabbed a corner. Very light. I told him to anchor it down because it'd blow away if he didn't. So he screwed it to some very, I think they're 100 by 100 wooden blocks on what it's got it mounted on. We got strong winds heading this way today, so hopefully it won't blow away. But if it does, it won't break because it's all that twin wall polycarbonate. Anyway, that's what we moved yesterday. Yeah, he paid 25 quid for that. Bargain. I would have had it myself, but I've got nowhere to put it. Anyway, he's got a nice greenhouse there, and well worth what he paid for it. So what we've been doing, well, we've been sowing some seeds. We've been doing some chilies, some peppers, some tomatoes, and some cucumbers. Now we've been doing them all the same way, and I'm going to show you the ones what we've been doing, but I'm going to show you a couple of clips, not all the clips of it, because you imagine me showing you all the clips of doing the same thing. But I'll show you a couple of clips of how I sow these seeds. Now we're in a cold greenhouse. There's no heating or out like that. These all germinate in cold conditions. However, we do have a little trick. We have got, obviously we're in a greenhouse, we've got a grow house, and we also use the propagators to grow these, to germinate these seeds. However, I have got another method. I don't need to use the propagators. I use what you're going to see in this video. We're going to start off, I'll probably do a tomato, maybe not, might be a cucumber. I haven't decided yet because I haven't put the video together. So your guess is as good as mine what we're going to show you is doing first. So here it comes. Hi guys, well these are just a few of the seeds I'm going to be sowing this year. I will be starting most of these off today, but we've got several different varieties of cucumbers and tomatoes and chilies and what have you. But these Socrates here, these F1s, so we're going to be doing some of them. Obviously we always do the F1 Shirleys. And then we got these Roma, Roma tomatoes, and we've also got these Frutillo peppers, and then we got these Louise F1 cucumbers. We're going to try these sweet coloured Spectrum peppers. We've also got Ladiva. These are another cucumber. Good old Savoy, I think it's Vitus or something, and then we've got the kale, the dwarf green, is it Curda, and then we've got these F1 cone cabbage. I can't see what that, I think it's called Hisp. We've also got, we're going to be growing some of these cauliflower cheesy F1s and some peppers, these cayenne peppers. I'm going to be starting them off in some pots, and I'm going to show me sowing a few of them. I've also got some others that I've been sowing, so I'll show you one or two of them first, then we'll do a few of these and you get the picture. This is what we're doing, we're starting off. Still think I'm a bit too early in starting these off, but they'll soon catch up, and if you don't, well, inside that there is more of the same. I've got about 10 of these boxes, maybe even more, bit bigger actually, and they're full of seeds. So yeah, I'll actually show you some of the seeds when once I've got myself together. I've got some seeds to put in a competition as well. So, but before we do all that, we're going to get a few seeds started. So bear with me. I'm going to set the camera up a little bit better, and then we can start putting a few of these into some pots. And I think we'll do the cucumbers first. So anyway, I'm going to move that to one side. I'm going to be putting them into these pots like I've done with the rest of the chilies. I start them in here, and then we prick them out and put them into their own little pots, and then we bring them on. So that's what we're going to do. But there's a selection of what I'm growing this year. These cheesy F1s look really good, so can't wait to get them started as well. I think we're just going to sprinkle these into trays. These ones here, these four, the Savoy, the cauliflower, these cone cabbage and this kale, I've got some propagators with trays. I'll show them you when I'm doing them. I'm going to set them, I'm going to sprinkle them into them, so they'll be done in something totally different. But all these peppers and tomatoes are going to be started the same way as we've done all the others. So I'm going to have at it, clear the space, and then we're going to crack on. So be right back after I've set it all So up. We've got the three cucumbers that I'm growing this year. We'll probably do some Telegraph F1s as well, but we've got these Louise F1s, we've got these Ladivas, and we've got these Socrates F1s as well. We've actually got these little labels that come with them, you can see them just there, so we're going to keep these on the pot. We will be putting these in with the plastic bags when we sow them. So all I've got to do now is basically put the seeds in the pots, see how many seeds we get. We won't get many, I tell you. You'll be lucky if we get 6 seeds per bag. Johnson's don't exactly give them away. So I'm just opening the pack up here now. So give me a second and we'll see what we got. And as I was saying, you get about 6 seeds, so it's more than enough. So I'm just gonna spread them evenly. The 5 corners or 4 corners. So there's the first one.
Right, let's do the second one. We're going to might as well do them all together. So these are the Ladiva. Oh dear. Well, these mustn't be as expensive as the last ones. So you get more seeds, you get a hell of a lot more seeds. In fact, I'd be stupid to use them all. I've got literally a handful here. You know what, I'm going to do it because I'm going to give everybody one. So, how many more can we get? I can't get many more in here, but I'm going to try. Just leave them a little space between them. Yeah, it might look a waste, but I will assure you I will give them all away. And this one's there. This is the Louise F1s. You won't be getting so many of these. And again, you get 6 seeds of these. So these are the the reason why these are so these not as many is because these are F1s, whereas the El Diva, they're not F1s. So all I've got to do now is give them a quick water over the top of the seeds, each of the seeds, get them wet. That's the idea. Get them started. I do believe that's seed move there. Get back over there. There you go. Right, now then, sprinkling of compost over them. A little bit deeper for your composts in these ones. They are a bigger seed. Don't worry about these just clear up. Right, I just need a pot just to gently push them down, so making sure the compost, this is clover multi-purpose by the way, is touching, clear the mess away. Give them one more sprinkling of water. That's it. So what I'm going to do now is put them into, got some plastic bags somewhere, these bags, so I'm going to stick them in them bags. I'll be right back after I've done it all and tidied up and show them. So there you go guys, that's the 3 cucumbers done. So we've got the Ladiva, we've got the Louise, and we've got the Socrates all done. So it's just a matter of sticking them in the grow house and the middle greenhouse and leaving them for around about 10 days for them to germinate. So that was a piece of cake. So as you saw there, we use plastic bags. We put the pots in the plastic bag and we got the sealers on the top of them. We squirt a bit of water in just to create a microclimate inside the bag. As the bag heats up, the steam rises, it hits the top, it comes back down into the pot, and it just keeps recycling the water. And within about 8 to 10 days we should see some germination in them pots. Now they're all in the middle greenhouse, in the grow house, because that's the warmest part of the allotment, believe it or not, that greenhouse, and that's where they are. Now I'm going to show you another method of the way I'm going to be doing my brassicas this year. Now normally we just stick one seed in each station of a tray. Now I thought that takes up too much space, and rather than faff about like that, and then I've got to pick them out and put them into pots again anyway, so I've decided to sprinkle a load of them into these like little trays. Now I've got this new propagator. I've seen them in Wilko's actually. You get the like £3.50 for the lid,
£1 for the base, and then you got these 2 smaller trays which you can sit inside them, or when you put the lid on them, they fit really snug. And I thought I could put 2 varieties in each of these propagators, and once they start to grow them, I can take them out and repot them. So I want to show you what this this propagator, and I'm not too sure whether I'm going to show you me doing the collies, the broccoli, the cone cabbage, or the Savoy cabbage, but we do 2 of them, whichever ones we do, there'll be 2, and I'm going to show you that right now. Hi guys, well I'm going to be growing these kale and these this cabbage into these little pots, these little trays here. Now these are what you can get from Wilco's, and obviously you got the actually I'm going to close that vent now before I even do anything. So you got, this is the top, and these things fit perfectly inside. So what I'm going to do is sprinkle the seeds in each of these, and then put the lid back on it, the propagator lid, and stick them in the grow house. So we're going to be doing some kale, we've got some cabbage, but I'm just going to move that to one side because underneath here we're already ready to go. So I need to, we're going to do some collier. These are called cheesy F1s, and we got these I can't see what that is. ISP? Is that an is that an HISP? I can't see. Anyway, these cone cabbage, you literally can't, when I get home and I'll look at it, I'll be able to read what it says. I just haven't got my glasses on at the moment. Anyway, so these are Johnson seeds, so we're going to do some of these, and these are the trays, and would you believe it, they even come with labels as well. So I'm just going to get the seeds now, flip the top there, let them all drop down. I don't know how many we're going to get. It won't, oh, there's quite a lot actually. Oh, actually no, there ain't quite a lot, there's just this many here, so we're going to sprinkle them carefully. No, that's not careful enough. Give them a good sprinkle all over. I'm going to put them all in because I will be giving some away. I only do about, there we go, that's that done. Right, so I'm going to do the same with the cone cabbage. But I do realise when my hand goes in front here, what happens is it goes out of focus, so if that's happening, sorry about that guys. So I just, again, rip the pack. Again, you don't get so many seeds in these things. So there you go, that's all the seeds that you get. So you don't get many for, how much I did, about 2-3 quid, 2 quid. Bloody hell, that's a bit expensive that. So I'm just gonna sprinkle them around. Make sure I cover everywhere. Right. Just have a look in here, nothing in that one. Oh, there's still a few in this one here. Now you watch, the probably cauliflowers are just chucked in there. Anyway, what I'm going to do before I put any more compost over top of them, by the way, this is clover multi-purpose, bit of vermiculite, actually it's perlite what's inside there. So we're just going to wet the seeds. As soon as the seeds feel the wet, they're going to want to start to germinate. So now all I need is me wriggle. Here we go. I'm going to give them a light sprinkling. You don't have to go crazy with these because they're a very small seed. So I'll just salivate round there. The last thing I want to do, just by using this, just
press it down, so making sure the seeds come in contact, full contact with the soil. So all we do, stick a label in there, stick a label in here, give it one more watering, really should get a bigger bottle really, but hey ho. Right, so all I've got to do now, get the original tray, so much neat, so much tidier, stick them in here, stick that in as well, stick the propagator lid on, making sure that the vent is closed. There we go, that vent's closed, it's in the closed position. We'll stick that into the grow house in my greenhouse, and we'll keep an eye on that. It'll probably take about 7 days for them to germinate. But yeah, that's some cheesy F1 collies, and I forget what the cone cabbage is, I can't even pronounce it, but there you go, I can't even see it to pronounce it, to be quite honest with you.
So there you go, what's more simple than that? I will be doing more of these seed sowings. We've got a list of, well, we've got hundreds of different types of veg we can be growing this year. I've actually left the bag in the shed down the bottom. It's got hundreds of packs of seeds. In fact, I've got thousands of packs of seeds. I've not decided exactly what I've not done Nigel's yet. That's Crimson Crush. I'm going to leave them until the end of March before I sow them. However, just to prove a point about the cold start germination, we did them Cosmos, if you remember, about a week and a half ago. We sold them into a propagator, and I can get this zip up here because we've got a little grow house here, and this is where these have been. I'll just flip that up, and I'm going to get these out now. Now these Cosmos are the let's quickly look. They're called Gazebo, and as you can see, there's quite a few have germinated, and they're just starting to come up now. So these have been started in the cold greenhouse. This propagator sits in the grow house there inside this greenhouse, and that's basically all the insulation they need from the cold. It doesn't get below freezing in here. So and that last bit of that sunshine we had last week has actually, well, you can see what it's done in there. It's actually germinated, and so I'm going to stick this back in here. I will cover it back up in a bit, but just for now, just zip where I can get it. But yeah, we've already started to getting stuff germinated. I've just picked up 2 bags of this bloodfish and bone from the shop. It's only £1.20 a bag, so I think it's about a kilo bag that. So I've got a couple of bags of them, and we're going to be spreading that into one of the beds, because I'm going to be putting some garlic in there very shortly. Now we've got a load of garlic in the middle greenhouse. Some of it is done very poorly, so what we've done, we've got rid of it, and we've got more garlic in the shed to start from cloves, but we still got a load of good stuff, so I'm going to be planting that out shortly, and we're going to be planting them out. We're also going to do an experiment where we're planting the garlic which is in the shed. That's if it's okay. I've not checked on it today. It was fine a few days back, but you never say you never. I'll have a look at that, and if that's okay, we're going to be planting that garlic next week, but we'll be putting that into the beds and giving it a good raking in, and so that's one job we're going to be doing. The other job will be over on my brother's plot. I want to show you what we've been doing over there. We've been wood chipping around his shed and what have you, and where his chickens are. We've done the chickens as well, and we've also been working on his greenhouse. Remember, we only got to the stage where we was just starting to put sort the beds out to put the compost into the beds. So I'm going to show you what we've been doing over there as well, hopefully in the next episode. And there's much more, lots of other things I'm going to be doing as well. But that's it really for this one. We'll see you all back here probably in the week. I might even throw a quick video up on our do these my first earlies in the greenhouse. So we wait with bated breath. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye for now. Well, guys, I did it the right way the first time. Apparently that's the wrong way, so just in case it falls off and hits me in the head. So there we go, we got it the right way, the horseshoe's the right way.